Hi, I'm Pavlos. I'm a 12th grade student and I'm currently making a stovetop coffee maker using Onshape and its Phi extension. To make the stovetop coffee maker, I started by designing its base. First, I designed the simple shape, and then I added, using the helix feature, the screw part which it connects with the part I'll show you next. This is the middle part of the coffee maker, which, as you can see, connects with the lower part using the helix tool again, but this time engraving it. Then I designed the part that goes in the lower part, which acts as a filter, for which I used the circular pattern tool to make all of these holes. And lastly, I assembled all of the parts together. The next part is the tip of the coffee top maker, which I designed using the Phi software. As you can see here, the curve where the two faces meet. And the handle was also designed with Phi, as you will see later.
We designed the spout and the handle on Phi and everything else on Onshape. To create the spout, we have already designed the rest of the top container on Onshape, so we now import it into Phi as reference. Then we select the faces where the spout should stand and convert them to Phi faces. After we hide the reference, we stitch the faces at their common edge to merge them into a single zero thickness part. We pop out both faces to give a thickness, and then we select this middle edge and pull it upwards and outwards to give the spout its basic shape. We delete these unnecessary elements and make everything straight. We then curve the front edges for the coffee to flow nicely. Note that the hidden edge mode is being used now. And then to curve the top, we add 4 vertices and pull them upwards. And this is roughly the shape we want. So we check it on the reference model and we send it to Onshape. It is going to appear in a new Part Studio tab like this. But since it is in fact a piece of the container, we bring them together in the same Part Studio and use a Boolean union operation to make them a single body. Now, in order to design the handle, we start with a cylinder which we gradually lengthen and shape. At this stage, we are actually using the pop-out command over and over, and we manipulate the new faces created so that the shape is roughly defined. Then we adjust the edges in detail and smoothen them. Smoothening is often combined with fixing. You can tell an element is fixed from its gray color. As you see in the recording, before applying smoothness, we always fix any faces, edges or vertices that we need to preserve intact through the smoothening operation. This way, smoothening is applied as we want it. Eventually, we reach the top end of the handle and need to bear in mind the assembly of the handle to the rest of the coffee maker. As shown in the reference picture, there should be a socket-like protrusion where the handle will be inserted and fastened. Let's assume that this socket must necessarily have a rectangular shape with corners, as shown here. We therefore want to design the handle for a smooth transition from freeform to rectangular. So, as you see, we have added some more edges along the last sections to create sharp corners. To take care of some details, we import the coffee collector itself as a reference model and we work on the handle some more. When we are satisfied with the result, we can send the body over to Onshape to continue there. So, after we have sent our model to Part Studio, we bring in the coffee collector and use it as the tool of a Boolean subtract operation. This means that material will be removed from the handle to make room for the socket walls. Lastly, we loft off the leftovers, which will also create the holes for the fastening, and our handle is ready to be assembled.